Hello. Welcome to the With a Disadvantage podcast. This is episode 2 of Tomes and Toils, the campaign run by Lulu's player, and who's the first time DM. And totally speaking with a lot of smoothness in my voice and not speaking with interruptions.
I told you to quit breaking the fourth wall, man. Nobody notices till you point it out.
Yeah, but I make it funny.
Oh my god.
Self-deprecating is only funny once in a while.
Right.
That once in a while is at the very start.
Okay,
Don't
all right,
watch it.
fine, fair enough.
So hello, I'm Butson Gyro, and with me today is Chev.
Hello.
Awkward silence.
Anything else you want to say? Or?
Oh, I didn't know if you wanted me to introduce myself or just say hi. So I'm Chev. Normally I DM our Echoverse campaign that we play every week, and I'm playing Gimna in this campaign, and we just encountered some goblins, so I'm excited to see what happens.
All right, and we also have PJ.
Hello, I am PJ San, formerly Das Pigeon Heigl, formerly Le Pige, formerly Pidgeotty,
Yawn. Oh my god.
and I voice the character Calypso. And I
Heaven
am
help me.
so excited to meet our new goblin friends.
Calm
Are
your
you just
tits,
so
honey.
excited? Just can't even handle it.
And also we have here Rainbow.
Hello, I'm Rainbow. I normally play Razzmatazz and Shenanigans on the other D&D game. Today I'll be playing Wednesday. And if you'd like to sponsor us by sending us booze, please contact Chev.
Maybe one of these days it'll work.
We get like Bud Light or someone to sponsor us.
You know, funny story, Rainbow. I almost accidentally called you Shenanigans. And also joining us today, and at some point their character will be joining the party. Dakota.
Hi, I'm Dakota. I'm playing Lungra, a bugbear paladin. And this will be the first episode that I play her in.
Which, by the way, is only episode 2 of Tomes and Toils. You've only missed one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. But
Okay.
still. Also, if Bud Light could not sponsor us and it could be like hard liquor, I would prefer that. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, why don't you just ask somebody not to sponsor us? Well done.
Yeah, you just blew it.
I mean, it's Bud Light. Come on.
Yes, because the
That's more
executives
affordable
of
than liquor.
any hard alcohol manufacturer are definitely listening to the show.
Oh, for sure. They got employees you don't know. Stop hating on our dreams.
In any case,
We don't discriminate against moonshine makers either.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Get us some moonshine up in here.
Dude, I like how you even said that in Moonshine. Discriminate?
In moonshine. All right. Bunsen, sometimes you have to just wrangle this horse, so go ahead. Grab
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
wrangle those whores.
it.
There is no wrangling.
out of curiosity, Dakota, did you
Yeah.
listen to the first episode by chance?
No, because he released it as I was doing bedtime stuff. with
Okay.
Lincoln, so
Yeah, sorry. It took me until today to get up there.
No problem. I just wanted to know whether or not you were caught up.
no.
All right.
That's
Have-
perfect. You can be caught up in character.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you'd have metagame knowledge otherwise.
True.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I actually like doing that because it's organic and I don't have to forget what I know
It's healthier for
or
you.
like remember what I know.
It's more expensive.
No,
All right.
no
Whatever.
preservatives this way.
Yes.
In that case, should I give a summary of what happened last time?
You can.
Um,
I'll just not listen.
Yeah, go ahead. It's not like she was here for every detail.
All right. So, in the first episode, our party of, at the moment, 3, joined together in Port Relia on the region Tarmadil. Were given a quest by the Signvolk librarian Jade to collect these 7-volume books called Forgotten Arcana. And they set out to the Marvel Mountains to get the second book. Jade already had the first one. And on their way, they came across Amastasia Manor, an abandoned mansion, and they decided to enter. In the bedroom on seemingly the 3rd floor of the building, they found a strange scene with a window that was broken towards the outside, no glass in the inside. And when they turned around, they discovered that there were 3 goblins in the same room that were trying to hide from them.
And I found a shiny top in a dusty old chest.
Oh yeah, you found a really nice dust bunny that was hiding atop.
Yeah, you troll.
And I found a romance novel.
Oh yeah.
Which
I
What
found a
would
minigun.
Julie Elf?
I found a minigun with 500,000 rounds of ammo.
No heavy weapons guy, you did not.
So,
So.
Yes.
Hello.
well, hello, my goblin friends. It's so nice to see you. Hey,
Are we sure they're friendly?
oh, I had 3 goblins in my bard. No, it wasn't just 3. It was like 5 of them. They were so nice at school.
I step
Goblins!
out in front of the babbling Calypso.
The
And-
3 goblins, the 3 goblins are like pressed up against the wall. One of them is clutching a small, nice-looking chest of some sort, but all 3 of them are like pressed up against the wall. They looking spooked. They aren't sure where to.
So
listen.
it's obvious they look spooked to us.
Yeah, like
Okay.
they're basically in the middle of deciding on a fight or flight response right now.
Gimna, it's okay. It's okay. Hey guys, do you like music?
You're
I'm a
gonna
bard.
scare them away. Will you calm your tits for 1 second? Jesus.
Oh. I'm gonna pull out my
It's
lyre.
it's all right.
and
I push Calypso back a little bit, and I continue talking. I step forward to the goblins a little closer, and I'm kind of just trying to be very like non-threatening, and I'm kind of hunkered down a little bit, approach him, and I just say, "It's all right. You guys have nothing to be afraid of. We're just here looking to see what we could find."
I'm gonna pull out my lyre and start singing. Goblins in this room.
My God.
We
Would you just shut
won't
up?
Bring your doom.
The
What, you don't like my song?
the second goblin right here, clutching the small chest, is like turning the chest away from you guys, but while still being really spooked.
What you got there, little guy? Can I see?
Make a perception check.
Perception check. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see.
Oh.
That's gonna be a D20
I'm
plus
sure you.
1.
All right. So you got 15. You said, Chev.
Yeah.
By the look on their face, you're getting the sense that they don't understand common.
Oh, let's see. What do I speak? I just speak Common and Dwarvish. So.
Hold on, let
I'm
me
gonna
check
cast
that.
comprehend languages real fast. As ritual last 10 minutes. As this,
I'm gonna
Real fast.
as this is going on, I'm gonna
2
cast it.
hours later.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start speaking infernal.
Okay.
Jesus.
What do you say in
Yeah.
Infernal?
I say, hey, it's okay. We're not trying to take that from you. Just relax. I know she looks mean, but she's actually very nice.
All right. Judging by the look on their faces, they not only don't understand you, but you just spooked them a little bit more in your scary sounding infernal language.
Oh shit.
So
Go ahead.
they're standing behind the door, which is open out like this, right? Like my arrow was the door.
The door is closed at the moment.
Oh, we closed
the
it behind
door.
us.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna use minor illusion to create a giant olive branch, like maybe 5 feet in front of me.
Giant olive branch.
They're totally gonna understand that.
Extend a
What is
giant
happening?
olive branch.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
You know what? I like your ingenuity. Make a persuasion check.
All right. Let's see. Now, is there a shortcut on this one, or you're gonna have to refresh my memory? I'm sorry.
It's alright. There's no shortcut since this does not contain the stats for you guys as characters.
Okay.
So
and
just
then,
check what your persuasion performance or what your persuasion modifier is, which is +6, and then type /roll 1d20 +6.
slash roll. Okay. So I'm gonna try it. Slash roll and number 1. D20 plus 6.
Yes.
That work?
Yep. No spaces after /roll.
Okay, I'm gonna try that one more time. Is it backslash or forward slash?
/.
Okay, / roll 1d20 plus 6. Enter.
Yep.
Unrecognized command. It said it twice.
Okay, so if you want to do it
Oh, there's got to
easier,
be a space between the roll, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, roll
That's what.
space 1d20.
Okay, 1d20 plus 6. I did it! Oh,
Woo!
All
I
right.
landed it too.
You know what? It seems the universal language of oddly specific tree branches does work. The 3 goblins do calm down a bit, although the middle goblin is still clutching the small chest very closely.
And I look
Gimna,
to Gimna with supreme satisfaction on my face.
Gimna,
See, I
Gimna
helped.
rolls her eyes and she looks at she kind of approaches the middle goblin a little closer, and then she pulls out her little shiny bronze top, and she just says, "I got something shiny for you. Can we trade?"
The goblin so these 2 goblins on the sides, they do disband a little bit, spread out, but this goblin only looks forward, press forward, very like the metal goblin. Give me a second.
You're good.
Long day. The middle goblin slowly steps forward to look at the small top that you're carrying,
Uh-huh.
and slowly opens up the chest, not offering it to you, but like still holding it close to him, but opening it slowly to reveal.
Yes.
Sorry, to reveal 4 shiny objects. You can't tell what they are. They are quite small, but right before you can start get a good look at them,
Okay.
the goblin closes the chest again.
Okay, so Gimna saw something shiny, but I can't tell what they are.
You saw 4 small shiny things.
Okay. All right. So Gimna says, "Well, thanks. I didn't really get to see what was in there, though."
The goblin gives a small sound.
Gimna brings
Dissatisfied but not aggressive.
Gimna brings her other hand out in front, and kind of in a like stop motion, like just all 5 of her fingers kind of out in front of her, and then also the hand holding the bronze top. She does the same thing with the other 3 fingers, leaving only her index and thumb holding the like the end of the top. And then she just says, "No," she says, I don't mean you any harm, no harm. Here, you can have this." And I hand him the top. I hold it out there for him to take.
The goblin steps forward again, looking at the top, and seems to like he isn't taking it away from you, but kind of in one hand holding the box, the other hand holding the top and looking at it quizzically. He doesn't seem to understand why you're giving it to him as you are right now.
See, shiny.
Make a.
Hey, before he rolls, can I give him some? Can I use bardic inspiration?
You sure can.
All right.
Sweet.
I'm singing this song to go and send Gimna help with our new goblin friends.
Gimna rolls her eyes through this entire thing.
Well, I just gave you inspiration. You got to act inspired.
She doesn't know that right now. She just hears you singing, like you
Make
always do.
a. So you're trying to offer a trade with this goblin, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and that gave her inspiration.
More than
That's the
anything,
spell.
I'm just trying to, continue the theme of extending an olive branch, but I would like to see what's in the chest if I can, but I'm not going to take it from him.
Okay. Go ahead and make a persuasion check to see if he understands what you're trying to do.
Okay, and I have bardic inspiration now?
Yes, you do not. You can make your d20 roll first, and if you want to boost it,
Yes.
Ooh.
That's a +3. Oh yeah, I'm going to go ahead and roll that d6.
all right.
So 7 plus 3, so that's a 10.
All right. The goblin accepts the top. In fact, the goblin actually puts it into the chest,
Okay.
but doesn't
Do I
seem to.
Can I see what's in the chest as he opens it up to put it in?
Yes, you see 4 odd rings.
4 odd rings.
Yes.
Does the chest look like it stands out from this manner? Like, or did he would he have gotten it from here? Are we able to know that?
Yeah, it looks like it was probably from here.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold out 48 gold, and I point at the gold in my hand. I'm gonna point it to the chest.
Holy cow, you're filthy stinking rich.
Yeah, I was thinking like you even. When did you get?
48 gold?
I don't know, but apparently I have like 348 gold. I don't know how I got it.
So
Wow.
as I see those rings when he opens the chest, I say, "Yeah, can I see one of those?" And I point to my finger and then to my eyes.
So you two are doing this at the same time?
I thought I did it before he did it. I pointed to the 48 gold and pointed to the chest.
All right. How
I
are
mean,
you holding the
it
48
could be at
gold?
the same time. I literally am just
Kinda
reacting
like-
to what the goblin did, though.
Like open hand, kind of like, so they can see it.
All right. For
Not my
48
hand.
gold, I think you would need at least 2 hands.
I'm stretching my hands out so it's kind of like a ball.
Oh, I see. The goblin. At first, the goblin is looking quizzically at Gimna, but turns and sees Wednesday. Wednesday's hand seems very weirded out at first by this individual. The goblin cannot identify their race of, but then sees a whole lot of shiny. And the goblin, like these two goblins at the side, they take a look and close in and take a look at the gold, while the middle goblin, you could practically see the goblin's pupils enlarge from like,
I'm
whoa.
gonna continue pointing at my hand and at the chest.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
This will be telling whether the goblins know if they have something valuable or not.
0. So I have 0. Not on the roll, but
Oh, yeah, he didn't roll that very well. Or was that Chev's?
That was Chev's.
Oh, natty 20.
no, I just rolled 20.
He just typed rolling 20.
Ah,
Okay, sorry. Roll.
you got me excited, Rainbow.
Okay, I did throw wrong.
Rolling 20 equals 20.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone shits themselves.
So that's an 8.
Yeah, can I assist him by walking up and pointing at the gold?
You know what? I'll
It-
allow it.
So I just roll again.
It's a low pressure situation, so
I mean, it just gives him advantage anyway, so that gives him one more roll.
yeah. What I'm saying is like
I'll keep the other one.
Oh gosh.
yeah. I can see that. So with that, all 3 goblins are going like, whoa, at all the shinies that you're holding in your bull hand. And this goblin walks up to you and tries to just swipe the gold from you.
I suck it in.
The goblin looks displeased, but understands that maybe he didn't deserve to just swipe it from you.
And I'm gonna cast the
as he-
firebolt on the one that tried to swipe it.
You're gonna what?
Cast firebolt on the one that tried to swipe it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Alright, let's see. I'm trying to figure this out. I get so it's a D4 plus 4. I mean,
No,
D20
roll
plus-
to hit. See if you hit.
That's what I'm saying. I think hit DC. That means I get like 4 advantage, right?
Can he even miss at that range?
I mean, you can miss with a sword, can't you? All right, so roll a d20 plus 4 to see if you hit. All right. So as the goblin tries to swipe the gold from you, wait. Yes, as the goblin tries to swipe the gold from you, you absorb it back. The goblin looks disappointed, but his eyes flare open as you start casting firebolt at him, and he very nimbly ducks right under it. And all 3 goblins are suddenly not looking too happy. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, great.
Great.
Even me?
No, I'm sorry,
Okay.
Dakota.
It's fine. I'll just sit in the sidelines.
11.
Okay.
But I think if you pop,
No,
I think
I
if
get
you
it.
pop that up, we can fill in our own values, so you don't have to remember.
I'm actually literally writing this down.
Oh,
trying to remember
there
what
is a
mine-
turn order tracker. If you open it up, we can see it.
Didn't you guys
Sure.
tell me that the Roll20 turn tracker is pretty garbage?
Well, it works. It's just not as fancy as the Fantasy Grounds one. It literally just lets you put the initiative number in, and that's it.
Woo!
Okay.
It's up to you. You can just write it down. That's fine.
I mean, I don't know how to do
Nice,
that. Is that the
Peter.
clock?
I think so. That's the one. And then right-click tokens and just add a turn, and it will put our entry in the turn tracker.
Add turn. Add turn. Add turn.
The turn tracker vanished on my end for some reason. It was there, and then there we go.
Now it is.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you click the number, you guys can put your own initiative in the box.
Yep.
And then you can roll initiative for the goblins. Traditionally, you roll initiative for all of them at once. But if it's a small amount of enemies, I tend to roll them individually. And on Fantasy Grounds, I always roll them individually because it rolls it all for you. So.
All right. Let me see here. Question.
Mm-hmm.
The initiative is just your dexterity modifier, correct?
No, you roll initiative, and it says like my initiative
What do you add to it? Is what
modifier.
I mean.
Yeah, it's just your dexterity.
Oh,
Yes.
okay,
It just happens to have its own box to highlight it.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Mine says
There are other things that can affect it, like the fact that Lulu has advantage on initiative. That's not reflected by your dexterity modifier, so that's why it's a separate stat. But usually it's pretty much 1-to-1 with your dexterity.
gotcha.
All right. And so Rainbow, your initiative is 21. Calypso is 20. Okay. Gonna go ahead. All right. So, who's ready for some combat?
I am.
I am.
Who's ready for combat? That's actually here.
Throw me a coach.
I'm sorry, Dakota.
I know, that's okay. It's not your fault.
All right. So, Rainbow, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Firebolt or the one in the middle again.
The one in the middle? The one that attacked you is the one on the right.
Yes. The one
Alright.
that you attacked.
Or yeah, sorry.
Alright, the one on the right. I'm gonna attack
Okay.
that one again.
You're gonna use Firebolt, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll to hit. That's a 1d20 plus 4. 14. So, as you conjure up in your other slimy hand another firebolt, you shoot it right at the goblin, and the goblin ducks deftly again right under your firebolt.
Oh yikes! These guys
okay.
can really swing.
All right.
See, and I can move still, right?
You can. They might get attack of opportunity. I don't know.
Alright, just do this.
Okay.
All right.
Is that the end of your turn, Wednesday?
Yep.
All right. Calypso, you're up.
Okay. First thing I'm going to say, do we have to fight? I like goblin friends. Did they respond to that at all?
No, they're pretty aggro
Like-
now.
Are they like snarling or anything like that?
So just because you're in the combat tracker doesn't mean you have to fight, just so you know.
Right.
I know.
But insofar as your attempts for peace, doesn't seem to be getting through to them.
Gotcha. Okay. How far away are they?
From you, the closest one is 15 feet away.
Okay, then I'm gonna withdraw. Let's see. I don't. Can I move without? If I'm out of range, and explain to me this because this is something I've never understood as a player. If they cannot reach me to start with, and I move away from them, does that provoke an opportunity attack? And can they chase me down? Or if I'm already out of range and I move, am I safe?
To provoke attack of opportunity, you have to be within their melee range anyway.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. All right.
Not to mention small detail, but I'm gonna magnify it for you. The goblins did not get attack of opportunity when Rainbow left.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna move about right here because I'm very sad about all this, and I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on 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 the one right in front of Gimna because I'm like I need to help Gimna,
Okay.
and so
Let me see what Dissonant Whisper does. You whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from you. The creature doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground, such as a fire or pit. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away. A deafened creature automatically succeeds on the save.
gotcha.
Okay.
And which one's holding the treasure chest?
The one in the middle.
Oh, okay. You know, I don't want him to run away, and I understand the effects of my spell, so I'm gonna attack the one on Gimna's left.
Okay. That would actually be her, right?
Yep.
So
And I start whispering a melody. She's going to kill you. You'd better run.
okay. So
That
that
And-
did not sound very girly at all.
Well, she's
no.
also part demon. I'm kind of digging into the demonic side. Like, she can be scary when she wants to. She just doesn't usually want to. All right, so then do I roll for that attack? No, I don't. He has to roll wisdom saving of 14. Do I roll the damage now?
I think you have to wait until
Yeah, I
You,
make the
rolls.
same.
you can roll it now because it'll just be half the damage. If
It'll
it
just
fails.
cut in half. That's right.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Roll 3d6. Do I have a modifier on this one? Because and again, forgive me, I'm just not used to casting spells. This is all very new to me.
It's a move
No,
before he saved.
modifier.
Yeah, he
Oh
did.
wait, yeah. You
You still have to. Yeah, you still have to roll. 9.
So
So
he only-
half of that would be 4.
Yep.
All right. So as you make this very dissonant whisper at this goblin, the goblin like holds his heads with both of his hands, but does not seem too phased enough to react with any movement, aside from just clutching his head in pain.
Awesome. All right. So then, as my bonus action, I am going to I'm sorry. I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on Gimna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Chev, please make a note of that.
Okay.
All right. Is that
This
the end of your turn?
song. Yep, it is.
All right. It is now the middle goblin's turn. This middle goblin is pretty peeved at particularly Wednesday. Doesn't seem to have any beef with you, Gimna. So this goblin moves right around you and attempts to make an attack at Wednesday.
Okay.
So taking out a small scimitar, the goblin
It's just
Shake-
scimitar.
It's a scimitar.
scimitar. Right.
That makes me feel way better about Paladin, by the way.
Paladin. No, it's not even nearly as bad.
You just said scimitar, dude. It's as bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to say scimitar is pretty funny.
I disagree. But anyway, so the goblin makes a 20 for the roll.
Holy smokes, these little bastards are accurate.
So that definitely hits you Wednesday, correct?
Yep. I only have like armor of 15.
It wasn't a natural 20, by the way.
Yes.
No, I know.
Okay.
All right. And for the damage,
What kind of an attack is this?
this is a scimitar.
Oh, that's right. I heard you the first time. I'm just dumb.
So that's going to be 4 points of damage to Wednesday. As the
What kind of damage is this? Slashing or piercing?
slashing.
You're resistant
So
to
that's
bolt,
half of
though,
that.
right? So it's 2 damage.
So you take 2 damage. So in one motion, this goblin takes out a scimitar and circularly swings around an arm and slashes right through you, Wednesday. But your body just slurps away some mass as it cuts through. So you don't take too much damage. You take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
All right, and that ends this goblin's turn. Up next is the goblin on the left's turn, and he also steps around. He steps around his goblin friend. Gimna, does that provoke an attack of opportunity?
Excuse me. This is the middle one is the one on my left here, and then that one's the very
Yes.
left one.
Yes.
Okay. No. No attack of opportunity.
All right. He steps around his friend and comes right over here to try and make an attack at Wednesday, taking out a scimitar as well and making a similar slash right at Wednesday.
That misses, I guess. 4. Oh, that's the damage.
Yeah. Roll 1d20. That is a 23 to hit.
All right, that hits.
Okay. By the way, please make note of your damage on your sheet.
I haven't been doing that.
Okay. So, for damage, that is 1 point of damage, which I'm pretty sure cannot be rounded down to 0.
Can I round it to half?
Oh, that was a 1d plus 2 for some reason.
Yeah, I was wondering about the dice. I'm like, I've never seen a one-sided die before. What does that look like? A dinner plate?
It's a one-dimensional.
So that's going to
die.
be, after your resistance, that's going to be 3 point damage.
All right.
So, takes out the scimitar, swings it around circularly in the same motion, and slashes vertically through you, Wednesday. And you slurp again a little bit around the blade, so it just carves a bit through you. It stings for sure, but you're not mortally wounded, fortunately. All right. And with that, it is now the last goblin's turn, the one on the right. This goblin takes a step over here and attempts to attack Wednesday as well. They seem pretty upset at Wednesday. Gimna, at least at first, seemed totally fine to them, especially considering their gift.
Okay.
So, let's see here. Roll 1d20 plus 4. That is an 18 to hit.
Damn.
Hit that.
All right.
Sorry, Wednesday.
My 6 key is a little unresponsive.
You know, you wouldn't think a dagger attack sound effect would include the sound of someone falling over dead.
It sounds like they chopped off the head and then like fell down.
Yeah, that's kind of an awful sound effect. It doesn't even describe the full effect. Anyway, sorry.
That's all right. So this goblin as well takes out a scimitar, but rather than making a full arm swing motion around in the same motion, decides to slash horizontally right at your neck. Your neck, it cuts clean through your neck, but your head does a whole flip as it lands right back on your neck.
How much
And
damage?
Nice.
you take 2 more damage.
All right. I got one more round to live.
Yeah. Unless something else happens. Gimna, you're up.
Okay, so this all happens super fast around Gimna as everyone's all. She goes from offering, this top and trying to converse to watching the one goblin try to steal from Wednesday, and then Wednesday immediately shoots a firebolt. And so Gimna's like, "Hold on now, everyone, calm down." And she reaches over and tries to grapple Wednesday and hold her up above these goblins, and then talk to them and try to talk everyone down. So I assume you want me to roll a grapple check.
I'm gonna jump on top of your head, so I don't think you need to do a grapple check.
So if I pick you up, you're just gonna willingly go up on top of my head.
Rainbow.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I
That's
grab
good
I
idea.
grab Wednesday and I'm like, hold on, stop, and I pick you up and I put you on my shoulders, and then she puts both her hands out now that they're both free out towards the goblins and says, It was a misunderstanding. Everyone's fine. Do I need to roll anything?
Bunson's still there?
Did we lose Bunsen? I think we lost
I
Bunsen.
think we did.
Oh, I was muted. I'm sorry.
He's like telling us, no, stop doing this.
So, make a persuasion check. I would say with disadvantage because they don't speak common, but you were showing some generosity earlier with the top.
And
What I'm
and-
really trying to use, like, be animated, like with my hands out, all the palms open, and like definitely doing like the stop, and putting my hands in front of each goblin as I turn around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I said you would be at disadvantage for the language barrier, but you're not disadvantaged.
Fuck!
You
Hey,
are
but-
not at disadvantage.
but he also
Oh,
has a
shit.
bardic inspiration. Does that help at this point? At
For a
least to get the
critical
natty
fail, I
one?
don't think it does, right?
It doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the goblins are pretty tunnel visioned in on Wednesday. They're pretty fucking pissed.
All right. Do I still have an action, or did I use it up putting him on my, or trying to grab him and put him on my head?
I believe you did use your action to pick her up.
All right. So I'm stuck there holding my hands out, pleading with them to stop.
All right, are you gonna try and move or anything?
No, I'm not really worried about them.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn then?
Yeah.
All
So
right.
does he keep bardic inspiration until he uses it?
I believe so.
Let me
Yeah.
check on that. Real
Like
quick.
they're
Where do
about
I
to, they're
see-
about to get their asses beat if they attack me, but I really don't want to attack them.
Where do I see my movement speed?
Walking next to proficiency on the very right where you see strength, dexterity, constitution. It's
Oh.
between where you would mark inspiration and your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
All right. So you do still have your bonus action. Are you sure you don't want to do anything?
I don't think I have any bonus action besides 2-up and fighting and rage. Yeah, no, and I don't want to rage yet. I'm not raging.
Okay. So now Wednesday is your turn again.
Okay.
You're
I am
currently on,
going
you're currently on
to
Gimna's shoulders.
abandon Gimlet's shoulders and run up to the wall, then start walking up the wall up to the ceiling.
Okay. So let's see. From here to here is 20 feet of movement. The walls are about 10 feet tall, so you can get to the corner of the
That's
ceiling.
what I'm going to do.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Firebolt at the one, yeah, right, that's right here.
Okay. Make a roll to hit. That is 1d20 plus 4. All right, 15. So as you nimbly walk right over to, you jump right off of Gimna's shoulders, which isn't too hard considering Gimna's so short.
Oh, yeah, how tall are these goblins, by the way, compared to me?
Um, maybe just a little shorter, like
Okay.
a couple inches shorter.
Okay, that's what I was picturing.
So you jump right off of Gimna's shoulders, and you walk right over to the wall and start. Would you say that you didn't use legs? You were just like kind of puddleizing along in terms of your legs.
Oh, that's fine.
So, forming a puddle at your legs, you move swiftly across the ground and right up the wall horizontally, and you stop right at the corner, right next to the ceiling, and you cast firebolts at the goblin, who is a little in shock, honestly, of what this strange creature is doing right now. And unfortunately for him, he is too shocked to duck under this firebolt, and it hits him square in the torso. Go ahead, roll damage.
Only one.
All right. So it's unfortunately a glancing blow on the goblin's leather armor. It bounces off a buckle on the center of the torso, and only barely singes a little bit. All right. Let me to make a note really quick. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right. Calypso, you're up.
Is PJ still here?
Did we lose the Peach? Wah wah.
Huh. Oh, PJ's headset fucked up.
All right, let's take a 5-minute break while he fixes that.
Yeah, that's what works. I was gonna suggest the same thing.
Okay.
Sweet.
So, this sure is a battle, huh?
Sure.
I'm just waiting.
I'm waiting to see what happens. I don't want these guys to die, but I think they're about to die.
Yeah, Wednesday definitely pissed them off. Like, honestly, if Wednesday didn't attack with a firebolt, I think you would still be on good terms.
Yeah, I had what I was gonna do, and then that happened. So now I'm not sure what I'm gonna do.
Okay, back. Sorry about that.
All right.
Okay, so I've been out for about 1 minute. What did I miss in terms of the combat? I'm sorry.
It's your turn.
Yes. Rainbow's turn just ended. Wednesday ran over to the wall and walked right up next to the ceiling and shot a fireball at the currently bottom left goblin and did only 1 point of damage. And it is now your turn.
Gotcha. All right. I can tell that they're not really targeting me right now. And so I'm gonna back to the bed. And so what's that, like 20 and how much movement was that?
Uh, let's see. You were right here.
Calypso would retreat
Mm.
to the bed in the middle of combat.
Yeah, that was 20
Well,
feet. So you jump up onto the bed.
yeah, like standing up. I'm not like laying down or anything like that, but I pull my dagger out and I'm not sure like whether Gimna's going to be able to negotiate with these guys or what. And so I'm
I
going
can
to
tell you.
ready.
I can tell you right now, considering what happened on Gimno's last turn, I have a feeling it's not very likely.
Gotcha. Well, I can't take much punishment, so I'm going to.
Back.
Welcome
You know
back.
what? Fuck it. I am going to. I just changed my mind, so I'm gonna cast because I want to help her and I need to be famous. So I'm gonna cast a vicious mockery at one of these little goblins.
Do you want to attack the one that is holding or do you want to attack the one that um, Wednesday already damaged?
Sure.
Okay, that would be the bottom left one.
Yeah. So she just to cast a spell. You just got hit by a firebolt, you little son of a bitch! And goblins have small peni!
Okay.
Oh my god.
And so he's got to cast, he's got to roll a 14.
All right.
Uh,
Wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
That is a 14.
Yeah, yes, it most certainly is. So then, yeah, that's all I had for him. So I'm going to cast,
So just so you know, nothing happened since they succeeded the roll.
yeah, no, I understand that. That's what the spell said.
Yep. Just making sure.
So I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration on Wednesday as well.
Okay.
Come on, Wednesday, you can hit these guys all day.
Okay.
I
Rainbow,
got
please make a
sing when
note.
I do the.
Bunsen.
What?
Just like, oh, okay then.
What did I
Okay.
make a note of? Is there like a place I can check for Bardic Inspiration or?
No, just like make a note.
Just put it like
for
there's a
yourself.
notes section. Just use that. If you're looking at that main area of your sheet, see how it says features and traits, description, and then notes.
Oh yeah, okay.
Just go in there and use the other field or something.
All right. So is that the end of your turn, Calypso?
It is.
All right.
Fortunately, I just get the one action and a
So, next it is the bottom left goblin's turn. This goblin, seeing the perceived aggressor just run up the wall over here and just start firing off. This goblin runs over to this drawer or this dresser over here and tries to climb up the shelves like really swiftly, try to reach Wednesday. And that is going to be a acrobatics check.
On me or on it?
Huh?
Doing the
No,
check?
for him. I was just checking what to roll. All right. The goblin. All right. So the goblin runs right up to this dresser, takes a step on the first shelf up off the ground, and immediately butchers it and accidentally does half a backflip and lands right on their face, falling flat on the ground. And the goblin is now prone.
I'm guessing that was a 1.
No, it was a 9, but it was also a pretty
Oh, I see it. Okay.
risky
Like a
maneuver.
high risk maneuver. Yeah.
Yeah, like running right up this cabinet, try to reach or run right up this dresser drawer, whatever. Try to reach Wednesday up on the ceiling. It's gonna be pretty hard. Let me just find a good symbol here. There we go. So this goblin is now prone. All right, next up is this goblin's turn, and this goblin. This goblin was not the receiver of the top, and so has less qualms about attacking Gimna directly. So, seeing this goblin's target run off, decides to turn to Gimna and try to attack Gimna.
Okay.
So, roll to attack with a scimitar.
It's against a
Roll one.
15, by the way.
All right. That is a natural 20.
Oh, great.
So, this. I'm gonna actually roll damage first.
Which goblin is this?
It is the one right here.
Okay.
So that is 2d. Let's see. How does a crit doubling work? Do you just double the dice?
You just double the yes.
Whatever the damage roll is.
So like,
yeah, I noticed it. I noticed that because I was always just doubling the total damage, but I noticed in Fantasy Grounds when it rolls the double damage after a crit, it just doubles the dice roll.
All right. I wasn't sure if it doubles the modifier.
No, it doesn't.
All right. So this goblin takes the scimitar and, considering you're not much higher, makes a high slash and gets a pretty gnarly cut right across your neck, and you take 12 points of damage.
Jesus. Okay.
All right. And that ends the goblin's turn. Up next, it is this goblin's turn on the right here.
Okay.
Let me point to him. Huh?
I said okay.
All right.
If you're in
And
the
this
regular
goblin-
select mode, by the way, you can just hold left mouse button down and it does this.
All right. I forgot which thing did that.
That's okay. I'm just letting you know so that you, because I know it's frustrating to have to go grab that tool every time.
Yeah. Thanks for the reminder.
Mhm.
That was a pretty brutal game, now, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Oof. So, this goblin right here also winds up for a big ol' scimitar hit.
I'm enjoying this. See, it's not hard to stop a bad habit like that. Or it's not easy to stop a bad habit like that.
My years of RuneScape failed me. So this goblin rears for a big ol' hit right on Gimna as well, but right before slashing, the doors pound open, and a bugbear enters the room, having heard a bunch of commotion.
Oh shit.
And that is, yep. Hey Dakota, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
She's sleeping.
All right. You
I'm
just
not sleeping.
You happened to be in this mansion, or in this abandoned manor, just looking around, checking out if there was any cool stuff to find, and you heard a bunch of commotion upstairs, so you ran upstairs and burst into the room.
And I'm gonna look right up at her and say, "Hey, do you know these guys? Can you ask them to stop?"
Who in the Sam hell are you?
My name's Calypso. Nice to meet you.
What is happening in here?
Oh, these little goblin guys got mad at us, and now they're attacking us. I'm a little bit scared. Can you maybe ask them to stop? Are they friends of yours?
I don't know any of you guys. I was just trying to find some food and some money.
All right.
And go ahead.
So, you just burst into the room, and you're filled with adrenaline from having heard a bunch of commotion up here.
That is a
And you have-
terrifying token, by the way.
I did the
Yeah,
best I
what
could.
the hell? I sent you a freaking token. Why are you using this?
The token you sent wasn't great token material, so I
It
found
looks
another
like a
one.
zombie.
I know. It doesn't
Like an
even look like a
undead.
bugbear.
Hey, what's going on in here? Brains.
Right. Come on,
We can get another token some other time. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm just teasing.
For the record, I did look up female bugbear, and this was one of the results I could find that turned into a decent token.
Well, it's a good thing that we didn't go with the first result when we googled Goo Girl for your token.
You are correct.
Oh my.
I didn't say this was the first result. I didn't spoil it.
I'm just giving you shit. Sorry. Continue.
Anyway. Lungra, you suddenly burst into the room. You're filled with adrenaline, and you have a chance to take a turn. What would you like to do?
Oh shit.
Actually, I'm gonna give you control over your token really quick.
Just typed in female bugbear and then he pitched I feel lucky today.
So Gimna is fighting this one.
I haven't actually attacked either of them, but that's the one that attacked me, right, Benson?
This one is the one that attacked you.
Okay,
This
so-
one was winding up for a hit, but
This
this
one-
one did a bunch of gnarly damage to you.
Yeah, this one nearly
you have
beheaded
a big
me.
old gash right across your neck.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to defuse the situation and try to get this goblin a further distance away from Gimna.
Okay. How are you going to do that?
I'm just gonna run.
Okay.
I have. Let's see.
Its brains out.
Yeah, please tackle this little fucker off me. I'm almost dead.
I don't have tackle, but can I tackle? Would that be like a grapple?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Dope.
So go ahead and move right up, and make me a athletics check.
They're fucked. I have a +6.
All right. So
Their AC is higher than you'd imagine. I will say that. Oh, but never mind. You rolled high.
oof. All right, so that's a 24.
So do I get him?
Yep. So you tackle just like you tackled into the door earlier. You tackle right into this little goblin who's compared to you is pretty small, and you charge right up to him and give him a big old hefty kick, and this goblin gets sent flying back all the way over to this bed and falls
Yes.
flat, prone on the ground right down here.
That wasn't helpful.
I'm just trying to defuse the situation.
I
I
can
don't
see
see
how
you're
kicking
doing
people
much
would
over
work.
there.
Gimna's holding her
fairy.
neck as blood is coming from her neck, and she just says, Thank you for getting that little fuck off me."
Ain't no problem.
She's like having a hard time talking.
Yeah, I imagine you would. So that would be your action for the turn, and
Mhm.
let's see, 15 feet of movement. Would you like to do anything else? You can use your bonus action to take out your weapon if you'd like.
How do I do the ruler again?
You click on the left. There's a magnifying glass icon. The icon under that. There you go.
That's Rainbow. Ink is Rainbow. Whenever you ask for the ruler, Rainbow will always do the ruler. Just keep that in mind.
All right. You had similar colors.
Oh yeah, we do. We have similar colors. Um.
So you use your action already to attack, so you cannot make another attack, but you can use a bonus action, which includes taking out a weapon if you'd like. You also still have 5 feet.
Taking
No.
out a weapon would be a free action, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry. It would be a free action.
The only bonus action she has is 2-weapon fighting, and which she cannot do because she's not. She hadn't attacked with a single-handed weapon.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so I'm just gonna move over here. And then that's pretty much it. I don't have a bonus action or anything.
Okay. So the tackled goblin is looking pretty out of it. Just suddenly a big old bugbear charges into the room and tackled him across the room, knocking him clean into the frame of this bed and knocking him prone on the ground. He's looking so dazed, in fact, that he only manages to stand back up, not able to do much else on his turn. But he just is standing there looking pretty dazed, holding his hand on his forehead. Nice thinking.
All right. Is it my turn now?
It is.
Okay. So Gimna's pretty pissed, and she's holding her throat, and she's realizing that she's probably not going to bleed out here just yet, and she gets super mad, and she's going to rage, and
Okay.
so she's just like, "You little, I was trying to protect you, little shits," and then she pulls out her flail, and she does while still holding with her left hand, holding her throat. She does a wide arc with her right hand and brings it around to hit this goblin that's right next to her. And this is the one holding the chest, right?
It is.
Okay. Yeah, so she's going to try to smash this goblin in the head with her flail. So let's see here. That
Right.
is a d20 plus 6. So there's the 20. 9. Oh, and I was going to say it's reckless, but it's probably too late now.
Do you even have reckless attack at level 1?
I think so.
No, I think you get it at 2 or 3.
Oh, I think you guys are right. Okay. All right, then never mind.
You've got Bardic Inspiration. Just saying.
Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and add that Bardic Inspiration just to be safe. That's plus 4, so let's see, 13 plus. Hold on, sorry. I lost my flail. Oh, plus 6. So that's a 19.
All right. You bring around over your flail and you smash it down. You said on the head.
So she does a wide arc. So say she was facing this way because the goblin that just attacked her, and so she's holding with her left hand, holding her throat, and takes her flail off her back with her right hand and does a wide arc like this and just right into his head.
All right. So you bring around your flail and it smashes right into the goblin's face, and the goblin stumbles back a little bit, right over here. Actually, you should probably roll your damage first, huh?
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Sorry.
11. It's okay.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Yes. So as I hit just the end of my flail perfectly hits. It's kind of like it's one of those spike ball ends of the flail, right?
Yep.
And so the spike ball just embeds right in his skull and takes it clean off of his body, and then sends it flying off of the flail this direction towards his buddy who's on the ground.
All right. So in the brutality of your swing, you knock his head clean off his shoulders. His body slumps down to the ground, and the head flies right over to the prone goblin over on the left, and
Yes.
bonks the goblin right on the head. Not enough to do any damage, but definitely spooks him while he's prone on the ground. He's looking pretty scared seeing the head of his friend just bonk right against his head on the ground.
By the way, you're better than me at setting the scenes for those types of things.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Bunsen's like Thumper with the aw shit.
He doesn't know it.
That's just what I pictured right there.
I struggle when someone to describe a scene, and I do a lot of uhs and ums, and you're just like, you knock his head clean off, and it flies right over by his buddy, and his body slumps to the ground like that just came out naturally. So
Thank you.
I thought I would point that out.
All right. In fact, give me just a moment. Check this out. Bam.
Nice.
What?
I
He
put
put the
Oh.
body of the spatter
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
nice.
like a head smashed.
Okay, that is great. Well done.
This is
Yeah.
gruesome.
I remembered seeing it when I was searching for goblin pictures earlier. It was like, I got it. Perfect.
I'm gonna
All
give
right.
you DM an inspiration for that.
I appreciate the gesture. All right, is that the end of your turn, Gimna?
I think so. Yeah, all I have is 2-weapon fighting, so that's it.
You can make movement if you'd like.
Yeah. Wait, which one? So, hold on. That one had a chest, right?
Yep.
So the first thing Gimna's gonna do is go over and start to search for that chest, get it out.
All right, while you're still clutching your neck.
Yeah. I'm just holding my neck as hard as I can with my left hand, but then she puts her flail back on her back and then starts to rummage around in the corpse.
Okay. You're just looking to take the chest?
Yeah.
All right. Since the goblin was holding it out earlier, I'm going to allow you to just use your bonus action to go ahead and take it, since it was pretty easily to reach and get.
Okay. I assume I don't have time to look through it yet, though, so I'll wait till
Correct.
combat's over.
Yep. So, with that ending your turn, Rainbow is now your turn. You're still up on the ceiling. You watch the
climb.
goblin totally eat shit try to climb up to you.
Let me see how far I can climb on the ceiling.
All right. You can move 30 feet on the ceiling.
I'm gonna move into the middle of the room then.
Okay.
Still on the ceiling.
Yep.
And I am gonna cast Chaos Bolt
All right.
on the one that's prone. Does that give me advantage?
Does it? Let me look this up really quick. Let me see here. No, you only have advantage if you are within 5 feet of the creature. Otherwise, you have disadvantage.
Oh, nat 20.
You have disadvantage, so you have to roll again.
Oh, shit.
How do I have
How'd you be in that
disadvantage?
one?
What was
I
that?
missed that. How do I have disadvantage?
Because if the creature is prone, you have advantage if you are within 5 feet. Otherwise, you have disadvantage on attack
Yeah,
rolls
if
against
you're
them.
shooting at it with like a bow and arrow or anything that requires distance, if they're prone, it's a smaller target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Almost rolled another 20.
Ooh.
That was pretty
Never
sweet.
mind.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
Right, it's gonna be 2d8 plus 1d6, and then I gotta pick the damage from the 2d8.
All right.
D8 plus. Can I just put 2 then d8 or what? How do I do that? I didn't do that right, did I?
You roll, yeah, 2d8. The space is what killed you on that one.
Yeah.
I need
There
a.
you go.
What I roll? I rolled a 4 and a 7. I gotta see what that is.
Rolling.
4 is force. I'm gonna say it's psychic damage.
Okay. And your damage is 6.
No, it's
Right.
all of those combined.
What?
Or am I mistaken?
All of what combined?
2d8 plus a d6.
Oh. Next time you
Is that what the spell
just do
says?
/ roll 1d or 2d8 plus 1d6. But yeah, so that's a total of what? 17.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. How do you want to do this?
He's gonna fly into the cabinets and kind of go into each. There's drawers in these cabinets. Are they open or closed?
No, they have they're just shelving units essentially, but they're nice wood.
Okay, so he just like it's shoved in the cabinets over here, and he gets placed in each little cabinet area.
All right, you saying he split apart?
Yeah.
All right. So, as a wave of psychic energy leaves you towards this goblin, it just flings right to this goblin. The goblin splits into two pieces, right across the torso, and one piece lands on the lower shelf. The other piece flies up into the highest shelf on this shelving unit.
And I think that ends my turn.
Yeah, you still have a bonus action.
I don't have anything. I don't want to attack anything with my weapon now.
All right. In that case, Calypso, you're up.
Okay, well, is the goblin at the foot of the bed still dazed?
He's looking dazed enough to still be holding his hand on his head.
Okay, so do I have advantage on the attack?
No, I would not say you do.
Okay, well, I'm gonna attack him anyway with my dagger.
All
So I'm gonna run to the middle of the bed, like jump up, use a bounce of the bed, and slash at him from above with my dagger.
All right. First, make me an acrobatics check. It's a pretty old bed, and it's not very well
Oh
kept.
gosh. You look at my skill sheet here, so I know what my modifier is. Acrobatics. Okay. So
Do you get +4 at least?
yeah. Pigeon.
All right. Very well.
So does that give me advantage if I just had to roll like a freaking save check because I was trying something risky?
Hmm.
Or like, is there any benefit to having done that in past?
No. It was just to make sure that you jumped off the bed and got into position in the air successfully.
Gotcha. Okay.
And sure enough, you do. So go ahead and make your attack roll.
Yep. I'm just again, this is a little bit slower. I forget how much time is saved by freaking the Fantasy Grounds machine. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, sorry.
Wrong side.
Yeah. I as soon as I saw that, and I felt like I'm not doing this right, but I couldn't put my hand on what I was doing wrong. Sweet. 22.
All right. And go ahead and roll damage.
All right.
Very funny, Rainbow.
Sweet. So 4 damage.
All right. How do you want to do this?
All right. So as I come down, I grab him by the sleeve, stick my dagger halfway, like half depth into his chest, look him in the eye, and say, "It's nothing personal. I'm sorry," and then drive the point up toward his heart.
All right. With your final words to him, despite the language barrier, he seems pretty distraught over this turn of events as well. But right before he looks like he could say anything, blood gushes out of the hole that you've just created, and his body goes numb and limp.
As he slides off my blade, I wipe each side of the blade on his clothes and just go, ugh, and put it back in the sheath.
Yeah, your hand is also pretty covered in blood.
So I
For a
think we're out
cute
of
little
combat.
fairy, you sure are fierce.
Well, I mean, a mother's the necessity of all fierceness, I guess.
I think we're out of combat then.
Yep, you're
I
out
don't
of
know what the
combat.
hell you're saying.
So I'm gonna crawl down on the floor and then come back down over here.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to Gimna. Gimna, you were so brave. I loved how you knocked that goblin's head off. Anything cool in the box?
Well, I'm just about to find out. Can I open the box?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to look in there thoroughly and see what we got.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
So first of all, you find the top that you gave the goblin earlier.
Yep.
Secondly, you find 4 odd-looking rings.
Okay.
One of them had. Huh?
I just said okay. Sorry.
No, PJ said something.
I was going to say how big.
Well, normal ring size.
Like, are we talking finger rings, or are we talking rings
Cock
that you
rings.
use for? What do you say?
Cock ring.
Cock rings? Oh.
No, these are finger rings.
Oh my god, Trev.
I'm sorry. This campaign's supposed to be wholesome. My bad.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
None
Look
of
at your
Hey,
cock
don't
rings
blast,
out.
dude. That's not helping.
none of you guys would be able to use them anyways.
I mean, I might. You don't know what I'm packing.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh,
in
those are pretty.
Mirmo, please figure out a way to put that in there.
Mirma doesn't edit this show.
Aw, dang it.
This just goes up there
Well,
raw.
whoever does. Raw? Oh
Yep.
my.
anyways, let's reel it back, guys. Within this chest, you guys find 4 rings. One of these rings has a gray, kind of fragile-looking design. It's not actually fragile; it just has the appearance of fragility. A silver ring with blue small crystals on the sides. A ring with a shield design on it. And a 2-fingered ring made of seemingly gold with odd inscriptions across the gold.
I'm gonna try to take the gold one.
Okay. Gimna, do you allow Wednesday to take the gold one?
No. So I'm going to snap the chest closed and pull it away from him.
Or
Alright, how much damage does that take to die? I'm just kidding. I'm gonna say, oh, look here. There's 4 rings and there's 4 of us. Why don't we split up evenly?
Not until I figure out what they are. I don't want them all stuck in your slimy body.
Well, they look like rings, and a few of them look like they'd look great on these fingers.
All right.
Do they look
Uh,
like they have special qualities, or are they just ornate?
As far as you can tell, that's what I described as all you can tell from them. One of them has a gray, fragile design. One of them has it looks like silver with blue crystals along the sides. One of them looks like it has a shield
Okay.
on it, and the other one is the 2-fingered gold one.
Okay, well,
can
I'm
you
gonna
move,
keep him on my person then until I have a long rest.
Can I? So I'm gonna talk to the group. Sorry, I should have just done this.
Oh, when you introduced yourself to me, what was your name?
It's Lungra.
Oh, hi, Lungra. Thank you so much for soccer kicking that goblin. Maybe you could kick him over to Wednesday next time, but we'll talk about that later. But welcome.
Thanks.
I don't make friends with people very quickly, but I do have to thank you for getting that little bastard off me.
You are still
Oh,
bleeding
hello.
out of your neck, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Hello,
mean-
Lingra, and thank you, Lingra, for helping us, Lingra.
What the hell is this contraption? You like
Oh,
some sort of goo?
Yeah, he's just a friend. He
She-
doesn't taste very good, so don't try.
Thanks for the tip.
So,
Redhead lady, what'd you say your name was? For some reason now I'm in a southern accent. I don't know why.
oh, her? That's Grandma. Oh, give me-
She shakes her head and she almost lets go of her wound, and then she's like, "Stop calling me Grandma. It's Gimna. Gimna."
Yeah, sometimes I get.
I could help you with that if you need me to. Your head bleeding.
What can you do for me?
I just have some magical healing abilities if you need them.
By all means.
Yeah, don't be shy. That's really cool. I play music. I'm a bard. And I pull out my certificate of bardship to show her.
Yeah, that's real
Can
cool.
you
There you
make
go.
I love the recurring gag of the certificate of bardship.
So, PJ, can you make a real certificate of bardship? So
I wish we had fans willing to do like art for us, because I would love to see Calypso
Right, I
with her
know.
certificate.
Yeah, I'm questioning the legitimacy of this certificate.
Oh, dude, I
Okay,
really went to
Bunsen,
bard
can
school.
I do lay on hands with Gimna? It just gives her 5 HP.
Yeah, you can certainly go for it.
Dope. Well, I mean, I don't really have to do anything. It happens.
All right.
Just describe it though. Like describe the effect. You put your hands and what happens.
Yeah, so I go, I want to move a little closer up here
Oh.
to you, and I place my big calloused hands on your teeny forehead where it's bleeding.
It's bleeding
And
on,
I'm just
on
like,
her neck, actually.
and then I take them off, and you're not bleeding anymore. There's still a cut there, but you're just not bleeding.
All right. So
She was bleeding across her neck, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, then her neck instead of her head.
okay.
Alright,
So I
So
find it
Calypso-
funnier to imagine that you actually thought her forehead was bleeding because a little blood got there.
so Gimna hesitates to take her hand away, not realizing that you actually completely sealed the wound, and but she realizes the pain's kind of dissipated, so she takes her hand off, and it's a little bloody, but the blood has stopped, and she's like, wow, I can talk better too. Thank you. How do you do
Cal-
that?
Calypso is just
I might have come
enamored.
on some powers. It's fine.
Calypso is just enamored with this, and she grabs one of the big furry hands and starts studying it, and sees that like all the calluses and the claws, and one of the claws is just a little bit longer than all the others. So she pulls a file out of her back pocket, starts.
I snatch my hand away before she can. What the hell you think you're doing?
Oh, that nail was just a little bit long. I'll fix it for you.
I'm fine, thanks.
How many points of health did you heal?
Just 5.
5.
All right. Mark off all 5 of those squares on your thing then.
Well,
So, Red Headley, I still didn't get your name. She wants me to call you Grandma. But, I could see if those things are, evil magic, so you can wear them.
Hey, just so you know, those 5 squares on your lay on hands pool, each square represents 1 hit point. You just used all 5 of your hit points.
So did you just say that the rings are evil?
Oh, got it.
they didn't look evil to me. They looked more like Tiffany's.
No, what I'm saying is, I could tell you what they are, like where they came from.
Oh my gosh,
Uh,
you're a healer and a jeweler. This is
do
amazing.
you have to touch them or just look at them?
Hold on. I can open my awareness to detect such forces until the end of my next turn. You know the location of any celestial fiend or undead. Oh.
I really hope you were saying that.
I mean,
in
it just
person.
it senses, so it can sense if something is evil or good powered.
Okay.
But I don't know if this means that it's
It
like
won't tell
specific
you.
creatures.
It won't tell you anything about like. It's not going to tell you anything about what these rings do, but it would only tell you if they're good or evil.
Will it tell her
Right.
if they're neutral, like if they're
Yes.
just inanimate.
By process of elimination, yes.
Yeah, it does.
What about peanut butter and jelly?
I think it's outside the statutes of limitation on this. I totally misused that term, but I had nothing
I was
else
just
to
gonna
say.
say
Yeah, it's fine.
the peanut butter and
You
jelly
should've just
committed
kept
the
going.
crime 10 plus years ago. So
Like, basically, I thought I would think of what I was supposed to say by the time I got to that point in the sentence, but it didn't come to mind.
all right, so you can tell if it's good or evil, which I guess would indirectly tell us if they're magical.
Right.
Not necessarily.
yeah,
It only tell you if they're good or evil.
But if they're just inanimate and neutral, they can't be good or evil.
Like
They
they
can
can't
be
be
neutral
magical.
but magical.
What?
I guess.
There's only good magic or bad magic. What do you mean?
Is that
I don't
true?
follow.
I don't
No,
think
there's
that's true.
there's neutral
I
magic.
mean,
with
it's Bunsen's
magic.
universe.
Oh.
Like I would
no,
think that
that's
cast
right.
lights would be pretty neutral. Like if you're lighting up a room, then it's not really good or evil. It's just sort of like.
All right, well, let's see what you can find out. And she opens up the chest and kind of holds it close to her so you can see inside.
I just close my eyes and start humming.
Okay.
Bunsen, what do I know?
And I'm gonna start humming a harmony behind her.
I'm gonna hum it as well.
Fairy, could you please stop? I'm trying to concentrate.
Oh, I thought you wanted to start singing.
Nope. Just let me be for a moment.
All right.
I close my eyes again.
You close your eyes. You grimace as you see nothing of note.
Fuck. I mean, frick.
Listen, considering the kind of rings you guys were talking about earlier, I don't think it matters if you say fuck.
That was Chev, not me. Well, I apologize, but I'm not seeing nothing in these.
It
Okay,
must be
not
neutral
magic.
then, huh?
Gimna, can I have the silver one? I think it'll look
She
great.
snaps
on
it
my
back
skin.
shut again and puts it back in her pack.
What the? Gimna, that's not very nice of you.
I would just trust the redhead.
I find it bold of you to assume that the barbarian could tell what these items are.
Me?
Why?
Barbarian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gimna's a barbarian.
Are you talking about me?
And-
Yeah.
No, he's
Yeah.
talking.
I find it bold of you to assume that if these are or are not magical items, that the barbarian would be able to tell.
If you spend a long
No,
rest
I'm
with
not
something that
saying.
needs...
I'm not saying we should listen to her because she's gonna be able to tell. She's just trying to keep the other fairy from making rash decisions.
I get you.
Rash? What's rash about putting on? You just said there's nothing in the rings. What's rash about wearing a ring with nothing in it?
I just
Yeah.
can't tell if they're good or evil. That doesn't mean that they don't have powers. What happens if
Well,
it
I mean,
turns you
I
into a
should-
toad?
I
What
should
do
hold
Oh,
the
you
sorry,
box.
you
say?
didn't explain
Well,
that very
I should
well.
hold the box, and I'm a wizard. And if I sleep with them, I might be able to tell what they are. So just keep the box right next to me.
Goo. This is a matter for human people.
Whatever. If you're not gonna share, I think I'm ready to just take a nap. I am so tired. And she starts heading toward the bed, and
I'm gonna
Is
take a
that
nap
all
too.
she does is sleep? I
what?
whisper that to Gimna.
Oh,
And Gimna just says, I don't know, I just met her yesterday. Actually, did we have a long rest?
no, not yet.
No.
Okay.
It is around 9 o'clock by this point. 9 at night.
Then back that up. I just met her this morning.
Are we able to take a long rest?
You can if you want to.
I think we should take a long rest. I need to rest up. Maybe I might be able to identify those in the
Sounds
morning.
good to me.
I
I'm
need to get
still
my-
not feeling 100%. And so she walks over to the foot of the bed and kind of slumps down, leaning her back up against the frame. And then she grabs one of that goblin corpse next to her, grabs his his, what is it, a tunic or whatever he's wearing?
Leather armor with some buckles.
Leather
on it.
armor. Okay, so she unbuckles it and then she puts it over the top of herself to warm up a little bit.
Yeah, just to note, the bed doesn't have any pillows or blankets on it.
Does it have a mattress?
Yes, it's just a mattress on a nice wooden stand or wooden frame.
That works
Yeah.
for me.
Gimna's
I
just
see
gonna
how it
sleep
is.
sitting up, basically facing the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna climb up the ceiling and still sleep on the ceiling.
So
guess
I
you
say
can do that.
rest, and everybody acts like I'm lazy. He says rest, and that's a good idea.
Shut up!
I
I'm
mean-
trying to sleep.
I did come in and you were on the bed already, so
Yeah,
like you've had enough.
frightened with a rabid goblin at my feet. I only have I have very, very low health. I have to be very careful about being too aggressive.
Who's taking first watch?
I will.
All right, I'll take second watch. Who's taking third?
I can take third.
All right, who's taking fourth?
Gimna doesn't say anything because she sleeps light and she's gonna technically kind of keep one
Take
eye
all of
open. Yeah, so so she's gonna let you guys do whatever you do, but she's
Okay, well-
used to
Bunsen, where's
she's
it?
used
Is
to
this the
protecting
only door?
herself.
It is the only door, yes.
That's the only entrance. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here and is this a table?
That is that shelving unit with two halves of goblin on some of the shelves.
Are there like things on the shelves?
Yeah,
No,
two
they're
goblins.
they're all gone.
Half the goblins.
Oh, they're all gone. Okay. Well, what I was gonna do is try to like slump down against this and like rest my head on here and then like knock a bunch of shit over because I'm really clumsy and big.
Oh.
Or you can knock the two goblin halves over.
I'm just gonna knock the whole shelving unit over and be like, sorry guys. Put it back up.
Hey,
So we take our long rest now.
keep it down over there. We're
Bunsen?
trying to sleep.
Right. So what's the
You almost
order
called
of
him
watch-
Chev. We should just call him New Chev.
It
New
was
chef.
me, PJ,
Chef
then
number two.
It was me, PJ, and who else was next? No, it was me,
The-
the bugbear, then PJ.
No,
Yeah, I
I'm
don't know if
taking
it
first
matters.
watch.
Oh,
Then
it was,
shenanigans. Then PJ.
it's not shenanigans. It's
Then
Wednesday.
Kimna. Well,
Let me
yeah.
set my timer.
People,
Alright.
things.
That's
Can
the
we
order.
take a 5-minute break
Okay.
All right.
with a long rest?
Oh, sorry.
Isn't it like
I'm
closing
I'm
time?
used to being the one that
We
says
have,
okay.
17 minutes.
Yeah, don't hit long rest yet.
After I sit down, can I take out my weapon since we're not in combat yet?
Yeah, you can.
All right.
Yep.
I'm
Bold
gonna
to assume.
take out. I'm gonna take out my battle axe.
Okay. Pretty gnarly.
You foreshadowed with the whole "don't take a long rest yet."
Yeah, I know. Bunsen, you fucked up.
No, I
mean,
said
fricked up.
I'm not saying that combat will happen or anything will
So,
happen necessarily.
just to
Mhm.
clarify, are we taking a 5-minute break?
I guess so.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
We'll come back and only have like 10 minutes. What's the point?
This can go more than 2 hours.
Are we having a hard quitting time?
No, we just kind
Oh.
of keep going until people have to leave.
Okay.
Sweet. I'm good tonight. I took a nap today.
I didn't, so I'm gonna start nodding off here. I apologize.
Ah,
If you
Okay,
hear snoring,
We'll
shut
just
up.
have your character be asleep and carry her along.
Oh my gosh, please do. Make my snores part of it, please.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
you definitely have been known to fall asleep and snore in Discord.
I do not fall asleep in Discord.
Are
You
you
have
so
no
have?
proof.
You you have several times.
Bunsen doesn't know. You have no proof.
I know now.
Ah.
We're all just talking and all of a sudden.
We're like watching a movie.
Yeah, Chev, I refute the claim that I foreshadowed anything, because what am I going to do? Just completely remove the chance that anything could happen during the long rest by just letting you long rest now?
I don't know.
We don't know your plans, Bunsen.
Bitch, I don't know how you live.
Bitch, I don't know. Bitch, I don't know your life. Oh my gosh. Are there like outtakes?
I told you this show. I wasn't kidding when I said this show goes up raw. It's just raw audio. I don't edit it.
It's just there.
Uh-huh.
Jesus.
The only thing I do is scan the waveform for dead air, and I remove that. But that's it.
Do you want me to start editing them? Because I
Back.
can.
If you want to.
Sure.
All right.
I think it would be funny to have like every 5 episodes, there's just like that random episode just full of bloopers or like outtakes or inappropriate things.
What's your Gmail?
Just Brooks Dakota at Gmail.
BROOKS.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Gmail.
and
I
then
wanna edit that
Dakota is just DACOTA, right? Not the Dakota. Okay. All right. You should get an invite to a Google Drive folder.
Okay.
When we are done recording, I put all the raw audio into the raw recordings folder. There's a folder for Tomes and Toils.
Okay.
And you are welcome to take that episode 2 file and
Do what I want with it.
yeah, just if you are gonna edit something like that, just tell me ahead of time so that I don't post the raw audio on the feed until you're done.
Yeah, I will. I feel like that would be funny if every time PJ talked, it was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna go take a nap." That was all that it said. I won't do that, but I'm just saying it would be funny.
All right, Tomes and Toils. Okay, sweet. Yeah, Mirma does the editing, but she's very diligent about it, so it takes a long time to do it proper. She doesn't have time to do Bunsen's campaign also.
Right.
She's still in the chat.
I think so, but she probably fell asleep by now.
I was asking when she thought
She said she was just gonna listen until she fell asleep.
Yeah,
was
her and
asking when
Boris
she-
are still in here.
I was asking when she was gonna do the next her next thing. Her next extra thing where we fight. Dome. Pause it. The Blood Dome.
She's answering you in the Tomes and Toils chat. Chev 2 bonus Chev.
Chev 2.0.
Those are some nice suggestion pictures for token use for Longra in chat.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with whatever. I thought that it would be funny if, like, the second one, so with the long sword, if that was, like, the first one, but then as she starts, like, talking with Calypso and getting more pretty, probably, like, the first one or the last one, because those are a little more, like, glamorous.
Yeah, the last one looks more like an orc to me.
Yeah, it does.
It's pretty
But
though.
An
yeah,
orc
no.
bear. I didn't notice Boris. Why am I not surprised cock rings came up as a subject?
I didn't see that either.
You just can't help it with this group. It just comes out.
Yeah.
We're
I've
all
noticed.
sexually active. Everyone can get over it.
Bunsen. The defeatist tone. Yep.
Yeah. 69.
Indeed.
I love
Oh,
Bunsen's like
Rainbow.
when everything goes off rails, his reactions.
Yeah, it's kind of like a dad, like, okay, kids.
All right.
By the way, I have nothing against you guys talking in this channel, even though you're not playing.
Yeah, Mirma and Boris.
I'm talking. Calm your tits.
Remember, I can't
Don't
talk
tell me
right now.
to calm
She's
my
too
titty.
drunk. Remember's too drunk to talk right now.
Mirma, she's like, I'll just time it. I'm slurring. Oh, she's on her phone.
All right.
Yeah, you
So
don't
is
have to.
everyone
I
back?
just let you know. I don't care if you do.
Is everyone back?
You guys
do
laughing
you,
while
boo-boo.
listening is
Yeah.
not a problem.
PJ.
I love how everyone is so loot greedy in both games.
PJ. PJD.
He's not back yet,
He's not.
apparently.
Ah.
Sorry,
You're out
Bunsen.
by
I tried.
the toaster.
That's right. In
I
that
tried to
case,
summon the Jitty.
I'll be right back in just 2 minutes.
You
Ordering
gonna
more
eat
pizza.
some pizza?
Awfully presumptuous of you to assume that I got pizza for dinner today.
Oh my god, you put it in the chat that you were ordering pizza, Bunsen.
Damn it, I forgot.
Wah,
In
wah.
fact, you
Like,
said you was
fight
ordering
me.
2. You were saying you was ordering 2 pizzas.
For leftovers.
For leftovers. Oh my god.
I mean, to be
Who
fair,
orders
Gotta
I
make
had
sure you have a
7
buffer
pieces of
full-size
pizza today.
pizzas. Bunsen gyro, everybody.
He's got to have one pizza for like a buffer pizza between his next pizza order.
Well, he's got to order at least 2 of them to make a sandwich.
Rainbow, what?
I need the food for the 2 dinners.
Oh
Gotta
my
make the
gosh.
cafeteria each week, assholes.
He's got to order 2 and make a sandwich and just smash them together and go, okay, I got my sandwiches made.
You take like 2 pieces of pizza, put ranch on one side, and then smush them together.
Yummy.
Ew,
That
ew,
actually sounds
ranch.
real
It
good.
does sound good.
Yeah, I agree.
Mirma's right.
Pizza
It is.
today.
It's just a calzone.
Anyway,
No, because it's
I-
open. The calzone is like closed on the sides.
I don't eat while I play D&D or other games. Anyway, I'll be right back. I need just 2 minutes.
Well, this
Okay,
is
bye.
awkward.
Yeah, so
I've been
look at
eating
his,
for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I had an
How
absolute
dare you.
shit ton of pizza simply because the store lead that I was helping today ordered 4 pizzas for 5 people.
Jesus.
I had
Holy
some
crap.
lasagna.
Well, I mean, company was paying for it, so she didn't fucking care if she overordered.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I wonder how many free pizzas Bunton's gotten in.
Did
his,
PJ
college
fall
career.
in?
Do you need to send the military?
Did he form a seal against the seat? Do we need to come rescue him?
Right? His wife super glued the seat. He's stuck.
Well, he sat down and he was gonna
That-
wipe, and he
that's her
saw like
thing.
on the on the toilet paper it said "boom," just like in Lethal Weapon 2.
Oh my
Now he can't stand
god.
up.
Rainbow. Jesus Christ.
Someone put a bomb on his seat, so as soon as he gets up, it just blows up. So he's sat all night until someone notices he's gone.
Oh, I haven't seen Lethal Weapon, so.
Call the bomb squad. I mean, I am getting pretty tired, I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe we just call it.
Well, we'll see what everybody else wants.
All right, call it heads or tail, Dakota.
Tails.
I love how there's like a D1 in this game that you can apparently roll.
There's a D1?
It's just a math
someone did-
formula, Rainbow. It doesn't know about whether there's real dice that match it or not.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm back.
Sup?
I'm back.
Hi back, I'm Dad.
How long has PJ been gone?
It's been like 20 minutes, it seems like.
Oh. What? Why isn't it working?
Because it doesn't like you.
Oh, you put the slash in the wrong place. It's at the very beginning, the slash. You used the wrong slash, it's the slash.
Yo, yo, yo.
About time.
Welcome back. We thought you fell in.
Jeez. That was a long ass poop.
I was only away for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's a long poop. I poop in like 2 minutes.
Your poor bowels. Must be the bugbear.
No, they're efficient.
Okay, can I unplug
Are
safely?
we really having a discussion about Dakota's poop?
Yes, Boris, you love talking about my
Unfortunately, we
poop.
are.
Are we about to have a PSA on bowel safety?
I was
Yes.
afraid.
I'm just gonna go ahead
Children,
and say
don't
you
you-
guys are full of shit.
Everyone is.
Well done.
It's just human nature.
Thanks, Dad.
Is everyone ready to continue?
I
Yeah.
am.
Yeah, but I'm getting tired.
Eh.
So, excuse me if I start snoring.
Big bugbear.
Roger.
snores. Yeah, let's go. I'm ready.
All right. So, as the night progresses, you all try to start taking a long nap. First up for watch, we have Lungra, correct?
Yeah, Lungra.
All right. So 2 hours pass uneventfully. You start almost nodding off, but you power through to the 2 hours. Eventually, you walk over to Wednesday up on the ceiling to try to get her attention so that she knows it's her turn.
I wake up and it's my turn.
All right. I assume Lungra returns to the shelving unit.
Yeah.
All right.
Now can I do a long rest?
Not yet.
Pause it!
What?
Just keep going.
So, Wednesday, while you're on watch, an hour passes uneventfully. It's about 11:30 at this point. And While you're on watch, you hear some footsteps outside the doors. You
I
do
have
anything-
my familiar on the ground. I take control of it and I go out the door and I look.
You what?
My familiar. I'm
Okay.
gonna take control of it and go out the door and kind of look sneakily.
What is your familiar?
Cat.
The doors are closed.
I don't remember anyone
Wait.
closing the doors.
Do you have a familiar because you're a warlock?
Wizard.
Oh, I didn't think familiars were on level 1.
Yeah, I was able to pick it as a wizard at level 1.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, the doors are closed at the moment. They're rather heavy, and they tend to close themselves if left open.
Well, I'm gonna have my cat sit right here and listen.
Okay. Your cat just hears, or from the senses of your cat, you just hear footsteps going down the hall.
Who's
And
next on
eventually,
watch?
Huh?
Next on watch, I want to know.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Who's next on watch? I
Who's
believe
next
it's me.
on watch?
Next on watch is, I believe, Calypso. Is that right, Calypso?
I'm gonna
Mhm.
I'm gonna go over Calypso. I'm gonna like drop like a little bit of water from my cantina to wake her up stealthily.
No golden
I'm gonna go,
shower.
shh.
No gold.
I'm gonna go shh. Footsteps outside, dear.
You do hear the footsteps stop.
I don't hear anything. Go back to sleep. Or wait, you're
Yes.
on watch. Let me go back to sleep.
There's footsteps. You better wake up. I think there's gonna be a fight.
The footsteps resume, and they start getting louder.
Okay. Shit. Gimna. Hey. Yeah.
You make a perception check, you two.
All right. I'll just add mine to hers. So.
No, you
Or
two
wait a
individually.
Okay. Let's see.
So
All
PJ,
right, and
that is
Nothing.
and I have a modifier. Let me check my modifier. I just
It's
used the
+3.
mouse. Yep,
Plus
+3.
three,
So 15.
So Rainbow, you don't hear shit beyond the fact that there are footsteps. But PJ, you do hear slightly becoming louder 2 sets of footsteps.
uh, uh, and have I had at least had like how much rest have I had?
Not enough for a long rest.
Have I had enough? Because I thought we were just taking a long rest and that was the end of it. So I accidentally updated all my my shit. So
In fairness, you didn't lose anything.
okay.
Like you didn't spend anything anyway, except for 2 bardic inspirations.
Well, both of my. Let me check my spell slots. Because do spells come back after a short rest or a long rest?
Long rest.
Okay, because
I thought it depended.
This is exactly why I said don't hit long rest yet.
Gotcha.
Warlocks can recover spell slots on a short rest, but we don't have a warlock.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I just put myself back to normal, so I'm not very happy about this. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to the foot of the bed, and start like I'm gonna grab Gimna by the shoulder and wriggle her just a little bit. Gimna, hey, Gimna.
What? Why are you interrupting my sleep?
Because there's somebody outside, and you're big and can probably beat them up.
At this moment, you hear the footsteps stop, and you hear the door start to slowly creak open.
I'm wide awake and stand up with my axe in my hand.
All right?
And
Sorry.
I'm gonna cast oh gosh, what, thaumaturgy?
You almost said thong, didn't you?
No, I didn't almost
No,
say
you
thong.
Although
just
I
don't know how to-
definitely believe that's what Calypso would cast. Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy.
For the last time, she's not a slut.
No, but she's dumb.
No, but you are.
Up yours. All right. So my voice, I'm gonna use I'm gonna use my booming voice. Your voice booms up to 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute.
All Alright. So
Oh,
just
shit.
as you cast that, before you say anything yet, you see a kobold's head enter into the room. Look around. Doesn't see any of you guys yet. Just starting to
Oh.
scan the room, starting at this side and looking
All right,
this
Gimna immediately gets up and heads over that direction. All right, everybody calm down. Nobody hit anyone. Let's see what this guy wants.
A what now?
a kobold.
Kobold.
Oh,
Just,
okay.
It's the kind of car, I think.
Yeah, remind me what the
A
kobold race
Nissan
is.
Kobold.
A
You have
Chevy
posted a
kobold.
picture of a kobold in Tomes and Toils
Are they
chat.
the cat people, the dragon people?
I just posted a picture in chat.
Okay,
Lizard people.
lizard people.
So,
Okay, so he poked in the door before I said anything. So yeah, Gimna, you totally. Well, I guess not. All right, so if Gimna's going up there, I'm just at the back and I'm staying hidden
all right.
as best I can.
So the door is just barely creaked open, and the kobold. Door open this.
He definitely would have heard me. I didn't
Yeah.
hold back.
Yeah, the kobold. As soon as you start approaching, the kobold's looking straight ahead, sees you approaching. A scary short lady with a gash across your neck, sees this goblin corpse over here, sees this big bugbear over here, sees this goblin corpse behind you on the ground, and is in shock and just immediately bails out of there.
Gimna
All right.
gives chase. She says, "Come, hold on,
Okay.
come back. We're not gonna hurt you, little guy."
I'll let you make an acrobatics or an athletics check, see if you can catch up.
Is he a little guy or is he like a big guy?
Relatively small, like
Kobolds are usually
4
small.
feet, 4 feet-ish, I think.
All right, so you said athletics.
Yeah.
That is +6, so 12.
Okay. So try as you might, you dash out the doors and you see 2 kobolds just booking it over to and down the stairs.
I'm still gonna chase as long as I can see them.
All right. You continue to give chase, and at a certain point, you are no longer able to see anything as you run down the stairs. Aside from when the doors from the front doors of the mansion open up from them leaving and close. You're now in pitch blackness.
Okay, so
Aside from
I still run towards the front doors and I rip the front door open. Can I see him out there anywhere?
by the time that you can see, they've booked it over into the woods. You can barely see them through some trees.
All right. So I'm gonna, well, shoot, and she kicks the pebble off the step there and kind of kicks herself for chasing him off, but she didn't want freaking Shenana Wednesday to to hurt him.
Well, I mean, they didn't try to steal from me, so why would I?
I don't know.
Alright. Do you do anything else, Gibna, or do you head back up?
So she's gonna slowly head back up into the room.
Alright. You find your way back up the stairs, almost stumble on the stairs because it's super hard to see anything. The only bits of light are tiny gleams through some windows near in the front lobby area. You find your way back into the room well enough, though.
Okay. And as I walk in, are these guys just waiting for me, or are you guys all back asleep?
Yeah, I know I couldn't catch you. What was it?
Just
What did they
two
want?
little. Well, do I know what kobolds are? Does Gimna know what kobolds are?
Make a history check.
It's 13.
Alright, plus anything?
0.
You remember faintly being told by some elders while you were living in Lockfloos. Remember being told about lizard people, but you don't remember anything about them. Just the fact that lizard people exist and they're called kobolds.
Okay. Well, I don't know much about them, but I have heard of these lizard people known as kobolds. That's what they looked like to me.
Well,
Oh, I
heard
had
that they
one
live
in my bard
underground.
class. I'll tell you what, they like to drink. He was perpetually shit-faced.
Are you telling the truth?
Yeah, to my memory, my kobold classmate.
I heard that they live in the center of the earth.
I don't know about that, but you know what? How about this time we lock the door?
That's probably a good idea. She comes back over, and is there a latch on the door or anything?
Nope. There's no lock on the door. Well, there's a keyhole on the door, but you guys don't have any key that goes to the door.
I'm gonna
I-
move this shelving unit in front of the door.
Okay.
Gimna will help you.
All right.
I
I'm
will
not even
clap for you. I'll give you a slow golf clap.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. You guys, between the two of you, pretty easily slide this goblin containing shelving unit over to block the door.
It kind of throws off the feng shui of the room, but at least it'll keep the door closed.
Gimna rolls her eyes. She's like, "All right, let's get back to let's get some sleep. I want to get a move on early in the morning."
All right.
Okay.
She
I'm
goes
gonna
back
take
to
out
the.
my bedroll and lay literally right in front of the shelving unit in front of the door.
With your feet up on the foot of it.
Gimna goes back to the foot of the bed and does her exact position before. Slumps down on the floor, leans back against the bed,
Alright.
but easily can just open her eye and see the door immediately.
All right. Most of the door is blocked by this pretty tall shelving unit.
That's fine. I just need to be able to. She wants to be able to just open her eye and see anything coming into the room. She doesn't want to have to turn over or anything.
You feel assured that the shelving unit is tall enough and wide enough and definitely heavy enough that nothing could budge open the door, short of something pretty monstrous.
No matter how sure she is, she's still going to sleep where she can see the door.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a freaking local hero.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else doing anything before going back to sleep?
I say it's your
I'm
turn,
going to sleep
sweetie.
with my wife.
It's your turn to keep watch.
Well, you didn't finish yours yet. It's only
Did I?
been 10 minutes.
I thought you said it was an hour,
It's 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah, he'd just taken watch before those guys showed up. Like,
Yeah.
I thought you said that it was a couple hours past. What did you say, Button?
if it's my turn, it's my turn. But I was under the impression that your watch had only just started when those guys showed up.
Okay.
Go ahead, Bunsen.
I think he's right because mine ended after 2 hours and then you took over and then shortly after that is when that guy came.
Oh, I heard Bunsen say a few hours passed. Then I heard the footsteps. But what'd you say,
Oh.
Bunsen?
1 hour passed. and then you
Okay.
heard stuff.
He's halfway through
Alright,
his
so-
watch then.
Oh,
Alright, so
yeah.
I
Then I
continue my
I
watch.
turn over and I say, "You've still got half yours to go," and I just flop onto the mattress and close my eyes.
All right.
All right, so I finished my watch.
Okay. So you finish the rest of your watch. By eventually, nothing happens of note. You hear an owl out the window, but nothing threatening or nothing of note aside from hearing an owl. The owl's a little annoying, actually.
Yeah.
All right, so it's in my watch now.
Yep.
All right,
Yes,
I'm
cool.
gonna hover over the demon lady. I forget her name.
Calypso.
Calypso, and I'm just gonna drop down.
Okay.
And once I bounce on, her, I'm gonna say, "Your turn, sweetheart."
Can you be less of a creeper when you wake me up? You remind me of living in the one dorm. Yeah, don't get me started. Never mind.
If I lay on the
And-
bed and go to bed.
And I'm just gonna come out here and I'm gonna start strumming like a quiet lullaby on my lyre to just pass the time while I'm waiting for my waiting through my watch.
Okay.
Gimna opens up her eye and says, "Will you knock that off?
It's supposed to put you to sleep. Relax.
I was asleep. Now you woke me up. Will you put that stupid thing away?"
Oh, you're no fun at all. And I put my lyre away. Cranky old grandma.
I heard that.
I mean, Hanky. Never mind. Good night,
Just-
Gilma.
Good
Gilma.
night. And she closes her eyes again.
All right. So Calypso, on your watch, 30 minutes pass. An hour passes. You start to hear that owl that Wednesday heard. The owl sounds quite pretty, actually.
Cool. I'm gonna go poke my head out of the window and see if I can see it.
You have dark vision, actually, don't you?
Yes, I do.
All right. Make a perception check.
Is there anyone in our campaign that doesn't have dark vision?
I don't think Lungra does.
I don't, do I? Oh, I do.
You do.
I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure I do.
Do?
Features.
Yep, you do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everyone
Everyone
does.
has dark vision. All
That's
right.
awesome.
Up to 60 feet.
Oh, whoops, common typo.
1d20 plus 20.
You literally rolled a 4.
What is
Right.
your what is your perception modifier? Let me see here.
Just +3. I
Alright,
think, because it's
so
wisdom based, isn't it?
Yeah, so you get 7. You do see you're keeping an eye out for this owl that you hear. It sounds quite pretty. You see only just faintly in the distance the owl fly from the tree to the ground and back up to the tree.
Gotcha.
While you're watching for this owl, unfortunately you don't see it for the rest of your watch.
Well, I'm gonna pull out a pad and a pen, and I'm gonna start penning a lullaby to what I just heard and saw with that owl. And try to use that as some inspiration.
Okay.
The owl tried to deliver you a letter but couldn't get through the window.
Oh god.
It wasn't anywhere near the window. It was like off.
I'll call my song Hedwig.
You're a wizard, Calypso.
You're a
All
bender,
right.
Gandalf.
So does my watch pass uneventfully then, other
Yes.
than what we've just described? Cool. So then the sun should be rising.
Not quite yet. It's about 3 in the morning.
Oh,
If she
who's watch
accepts,
after me?
it's Gimna's turn. She's the only one who hasn't taken a turn yet.
Oh,
While you're deciding what to do, Gimna opens her eyes and says, "Go to sleep. I got it."
oh, thank you, Gimna.
And then
I've got a nice song to play.
Gimna literally starts snoring, but her left eye is still wide open.
Okay. Make a noise check. I'm just kidding. All right. So while you're in this odd position, 15 minutes passed. 30, 45, 75, 90. Eventually, the sun starts to creep up over the horizon through the broken window and shine on your face. You may now
Okay.
all mark a long rest.
Woohoo!
Awesome.
Hey, now I'm
We
going to
made it.
sleep. Bye.
Oh. Okay.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Cool, cool.
All right. Everyone marked a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
See.
Si, senor.
Si, senor.
I'm gonna sit in front of the dwarf lady,
Gimna.
Gimna. I was like, all right, Gimna, put that box down. I'm gonna cast the spell. I think it's like 11 minutes to fire the spell up.
I love that Rainbow's character can pronounce my name right. But PJ
No irony
cannot.
there.
All right, what are you trying to do?
I'm gonna detect magic on those rings, so I need to have them present so I can cast the spell for 10 minutes.
So now that so Bunsen, if any of these things require attunement, my long rest, I should know all about it now.
Okay.
But you won't know if it's magic or not.
Yes, I would. If it requires attunement.
All I notice is that Wednesday's being a little bit more assertive than what Gimna seems to like. So I just look at Gimna in the eye and say, "Be gentle," and walk
so you
away.
just wake up knowing what these items are if they require attunement?
So we can read about it if you want to get specific.
I was just gonna cast that.
I'd rather go with my guess because it would be simpler.
Okay.
I was just gonna cast detect magic and see if they were magic at all.
If they are magic, Gimna would know by now.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna bring one of the goblin halves over to Larna. Lungra. Shit, I'm really good with
They're
names,
right
guys.
behind Lungra.
All right, so I'm gonna grab her goblin half and set it down in front of you. Good morning. Here's some breakfast. I've heard this is what bugbears like to eat, but I mean, I'm sure you're all different. Don't I hope you don't take that the wrong way.
No offense here. A meal's a meal. Thank you, lady.
So
Sure thing.
some magic items
And,
are. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Interrupt.
all I was gonna say is I'm gonna sit down and start eating my ration with her.
Okay, I have the attunement stuff up if you want me to read it.
Yeah, go for it.
Some magic items require a creature to form a bond with them before their magical properties can be used. This bond is called attunement, and certain items have a prerequisite for it. If the prerequisite is a class, a creature must be a member of that class to attune the item. Blah 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 blah. Let's see. Attuning into an item requires a creature to spend a short rest. Oh, it's just a short rest. Focused on only that item while being in physical contact with it. This can't be the same short rest used to learn the item's properties. Oh, so I need a short rest to learn the item's properties, and then another short rest to attune to it.
You
So
know
never-
what? For simplicity, I would say while you were on watch, you were investigating these.
Okay.
So-
All right. So I will yield to your decision.
Just for simplicity's sake.
Okay.
So, while you're on guard duty, you were investigating all these rings, and thanks to some very weirdly specific lessons you learned. Like, you ever have that time when you remember really specific memories from your childhood for no reason?
Yes.
One of these memories is one of your elders teaching you about all sorts of magical items that could be found across Tarmadil.
One of those
And-
memories I have is I stepped in dog shit in my dad's den, and I don't remember anything else from that time of my childhood.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
That's all right. So, you now realize that within your possession is a ring of feather falling, a ring of
Ooh.
water walking, a ring of protection, and a ring of spell storing.
Ooh.
I
Spell
can
story.
describe which ring is which if you would like.
Which one is the spell storing?
The spell storing one is the double-fingered golden ring.
Oh, I was right to go for that one then.
In fact, I'll post some pictures in chat really quick.
Okay.
So I missed that.
So feather falling, spell storing. What else?
Here, I'm posting the images in chat.
Protection.
And then what was the fourth one?
Ring of spell storing.
No.
So in the order of what I posted in chat is
Oh, okay.
ring of feather falling, ring of water walking, ring of protection, and ring of spell storing.
Okay. What does ring of protection do?
It requires attunement. You gain a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws while wearing this ring.
Okay. So
Okay,
I'm gonna take that ring of protection and pop that on, and then I'm gonna say, I probably should wear all of these because you fools aren't gonna know what to do with them. But here you go, and she throws the chest out and lets you guys figure out which ones you want.
I'm gonna take the double one.
Okay.
What does
What
that do?
This ring stores spells cast into it, holding them until the attuned wearer uses them. The ring can store up to 5 levels worth of spells at a time. When found, it may contain spells already.
Oh, bitchin'.
Oh, so
What are
even
the-
if I didn't have spells, you could still. I thought it was just like free spell slots.
No, if it does have spells in it already, someone who doesn't even use magic could cast.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really cool.
However,
What are the other two?
The other two that are still available are Ring of Feather Falling and Ring of Water Walking.
And
Ring
what
of
do
Water
each-
Walking, Ring of Water Walking does not require attunement, but all the others do.
Are
Okay,
these
what does-
officially items in the thing, or do we have to make them custom?
These are official items.
Okay, what does falling do?
All right, Ring of Feather Falling. When you fall while wearing this ring, you descend 60 feet per round and take no damage from falling.
And what's water walking do?
While wearing this ring, you can stand on and move across any liquid surface as if it were solid ground.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna take the water walking.
Okay, make a note of these items.
What was mine called? Ring of
Does
what?
the
Spell
Wow,
story.
this does look good against my skin. Thank you, Gimna.
does the feather falling do I have to attune it?
Yes.
Am I attuned to the one I chose, or do I need to rest with it again?
You guys can spend some more time in this room attuning your items if you'd like.
Okay, sweet.
All right, let's do that. Let's
So
just.
I don't have any attuning powers.
I don't think I have to
so-
attune mine
Wait.
at all.
You don't?
Uh-uh.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm looking in the.
Yeah, you just sit with it for a few. time, and then you get
Go,
it.
go to equipment and make sure you first under inventory that you have it equipped, and then then it should show up under items requiring attunement at the bottom of the equipment page, and then you can check it to say you've attuned with it.
Yep. These are official items, so you should be able to add these to your equipment.
So do we wait for the rest and then click it, or we just click it so we're doing the rest?
So you have to equip it, and then you have to scroll down and attune it. And if Bunsen's allowing you to say we spend a little more time attuning to them,
Okay.
then you can click the attunement part.
Yeah, you guys can go ahead and spend some extra time in this room.
I'm not
Oh,
meditate
okay.
on my ring.
Dope.
Man, it's the flimsiest shit ever.
Okay. During this time, would you like to try to use detect magic to see if you can tell anything about what this ring may or may not store?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right. So while you guys are tuning your rings and dealing with that inventory stuff, we'll go ahead and say that Wednesday starts using the ritual for detect magic.
Okay.
I'm gonna test my ring by walking across Wednesday.
I've got water, and it's not attuned yet.
It doesn't need attunement. It's the only one that doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm still not water though, so.
Any
It's-
liquid surface.
Yeah, it said any liquid surface. I don't know if you count as
Yeah.
a liquid or.
Am I liquid, Bunsen? It's ratio now.
Do you allow Calypso to attempt to walk on you?
I'm just gonna suck him in.
I just realized I totally equipped my ring of protection on Calypso. Oops. There we go.
For
Had the
real though,
wrong
I'm
sheet up.
gonna head out here in a second.
Okay.
Probably be wrapping up pretty soon, right, Bunsen?
If you guys need to, yeah. So
Yeah, I'm just getting sleepy.
So Calypso, you attempt to put down a foot onto Wednesday, and you step on Wednesday as though they were solid mass. But after a short period,
Cool, it works.
Wednesday starts to try to absorb your foot.
Hey, Wednesday. I was just testing this out.
I'm not sucking him all the way in, if I can.
Make a grappling attempt with disadvantage because trying to suck someone all the way in is pretty rough.
Is there a way to do disadvantage now?
Just roll it twice.
Roll with disadvantage to see how much you can take.
And I'm gonna hop off. Can I roll against his roll?
Yep, you roll acrobatics or athletics.
I'm gonna roll
with-
acro.
Wait, do I have something I have to put plus on? What is my roll? Acrobatics or what?
athletics.
That's -1. So, okay, so let's see. 15 minus 1, 12.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Oh.
wins.
Yep, you do not get absorbed.
And I'm gonna wag my finger and say, Wednesday. That wasn't very nice. I was just testing this out, and you're the only liquid person in the room.
So, is 10 minutes passed?
Yeah. Give me just a second to check out detect magic.
Alright.
Detect magic. Okay, for the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in your area that bears magic, and you will learn its school of magic, if any. So, upon using detect magic on your ring, you realize that it has evocation magic within it at the moment.
Do I have to put that on the ring or something? Or?
Well, just make a mental note. But go ahead and make an investigation check on the ring.
It's 4.
Ooh, nice roll. So that's a 22. All right. So, Its own
And
type
she
of book.
killed that goblin dead when her flail knocked off his head.
Nice.
That was a good little jingle.
This song here is to celebrate my dear friend Gimna the Great.
All right. So, with your very careful analysis using detect magic on your ring, you're not only able to tell the school of magic, you actually manage to tell exactly what spell is within this ring.
Oh,
It
nice.
is. You can tell that this ring of spell storing holds only one spell in it at the moment. It is a fireball at 5th level.
I just put that in notes.
Yeah, make a note of that.
And so you can only cast a spell once and it's consumed?
Yeah, basically, the way that this ring works is that you can make the motions and make the casting of a spell, but use it into the ring. It does not cast a spell, but instead the ring holds onto it, and you just tell the ring to let it rip essentially later.
Oh,
So he's got
okay.
like a
So you
freaking
you
bazooka
do need to
sword.
know spells then, because a non-magic user wouldn't be able to store anything in it.
If you're aware
No,
of what you would be
oh.
able to let it rip. You just maybe you
But I
might
wouldn't
have
be
to
able
be
to put
told
new
what's
stuff
within.
in it. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
you wouldn't be able to put any new stuff in it. Hypothetically, Wednesday would be able to cast some spells into it and then hand it off to you, and you'd be able to use it.
Gotcha. Okay.
But you'd have to reattune it.
Cool.
Hypothetically, it'd be more convenient to just have Wednesday hold on to it. To be honest.
Well, I think I really like our rings, but I do think it might be time to go out and find that book. What do you think, Gimna? You chomping at the bit?
Oh, should we attune our rings or we haven't spent left?
Are they not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine's attuned.
We'll go ahead and say you guys attuned your rings. So
Well-
yes, Wednesday, you have a one-time use mega bazooka at the moment.
Oh, nice.
Oh, fireball, not firebolt. I see.
Yes,
Sweet.
5th level fireball.
Wow. Nice.
Jeez.
But it's only one use.
All right,
So-
fellas. I'm literally gonna fall asleep.
All right, we'll go ahead and call it here then.
You want to do a little quick
Oh.
outro, Bunsen?
Yep. Thank you for coming to episode 2 of Tomes and Toils. This room has certainly been very eventful today, hasn't it?
Indeed.
We will continue next week on Monday, and we'll probably get out of this dusty old manor.
All right.
Anyone else? Anyone else have any goodbyes?
I'll get this episode to you, Dakota, and you can get it up on the feed ASAP. Are you gonna be able to get it up on there by next Monday?
Yeah,
Think?
that should be fine.
Okay. All right. Thanks everybody for listening. It was fun.
Yeah,
Yes, it
thanks
was.
everyone.
Thanks.
Tomes and Toils is hosted by our dungeon master Bunsen Gyro, starring Chev as Gimna, Rainbow as Wednesday, Dakota as Lungra, and Pidgington as Calypso. Recorded by Chev, editing by Dakota. Dungeons and Dragons is a property of Wizards of the Coast. Executively produced by ChevTech.